way the grass smells at night, and you got flames all in your eyes. They reflect a sparkler, and you say we'll never die. Grab me by the hands, just as calloused as I am. Say you're proud.
This project really stemmed off kind of an idea that I wanted to move forward and bringing community together. And I've been contemplating on a name for a while. I came up with this project name of Nihon de Sons Dreamer. And Nihon de Sons is the world that we're living in, the glittering world. And I project that as a lot of our community members, our relatives, are dreamers. You know, we dream big. And I want to really hold a platform for them with this project, because in tribal communities and in reservation, we have to fight through a lot of barriers, systemic barriers that are implemented in front of us as we're trying to journey this path marked on corn pollen. So that's really where my project stems from.
I don't wanna hide, I've been waiting for you all damn night. Sundress, all undressed, with nails on your skin turning white.
We need these skills for what's to come. We need to bring our knowledge back and reconnect with it and create pathways, as you are, Mariah, for our young people and everyone in between to learn and reconnect.
Look at I'll do, look at I'll do, oh, look at I'll do.
My interest in the camp was basically going back to my roots. It's a need to know where you're from, you know, carry on what your ancestors went through. I get emotional about that, thinking about my grandparents and you know what they've all been through. Lakota people, you know, they use the buffalo hides, the deer hides, and I remember my grandmother sewing, you know, all hours of the night to make money, and that was her income.
Watch me rise, reach the sky. I am the light at night. Your head can reach so high. Watch me rise, reach the sky. I am the light at night. Watch me rise, reach the sky. I am the light at night. Your head can
Lolma pep with a young man sewa pakki wongwa kikots mongaka. Hello, my name is Blaine Honani. I'm Water Clan from the village of Kikots Move.
reach so high. Your head can reach so high. Your head can
Loma nu savayang huyang matsua no pakingwa no masanave ang seno no pavoos yang sanita. Hello, my name is Jackson Halaalii. I am Water Clan from the village of Masanave, and I am 11 years old.
Very fortunate to be here, to be able to come into Mariah's land, her home site, and to learn the skill with us starting our ranch, our family ranch down in the Pinetop Lakeside area, and having a herd of the Navajo churros sheep. We wanted to do what we can, like we said earlier, to, you know, not waste any part of the animal and use everything as much as we can. To have my son here to learn the skill so that we can, you know, go on and teach his kids the skill too.
So I kind of felt a little nervous, but most of the part I learned about was we've been using these for all of the histories. I just want to learn about Mariah's homestead.
Growing up as Hopi, you know, we would just tend to, you know, trade or buy from the Navajo. My uncle and my mom and some of my aunts talked about my grandfather actually having a sheep camp and having his whole flock. My uncle brought out my grandfather's diary, and it was a journal that had all his counts of sheep, and it went back to 1913. Growing up as a kid, he would just write down all that information. Seeing his journal selling a sheep for $5 to $10. This just makes me proud to be able to, carry that on. Thank you for having us, and appreciate everything Mariah has done. It's a lot of work. Kwakwai.
Yazhí sé é Chrissy Hansen ní sé tuairteach éidir sláin san cinenne é baisis tí adó na caiideine éidir sé adó óga éidir sinile a go á stanis le. I'm from Díwóshii, New Mexico, and my family on my father's side is from the area called Twin Buttes near Navajo, and that's where we have our sheep camp. And the reason why I'm here is so I can learn how to preserve hides, and I really want to continue preserving our traditions as well. I think that this is a return to my homelands because for the last 5 years I've been living in Seattle, and this is a significant time for me to be getting back into my culture and my history and to continue perpetuating it. I was just telling one of my fellow hide students that I think my uncle might have attempted to save the hide of a goat, but we weren't able to figure out if he had successfully done it or not. We otherwise did not know anyone who made it in our family except for my great aunt, so to speak. That's my Nolly's older sister. She had made her own moccasins from when she was younger, and she had very larger than average feet, so no shoes bought from the store would fit her feet. And so she ended up making a lot of her own moccasins to wear. My cousin actually had learned how to tan hides. He tanned a hide for his decoration, I guess, but he realized that he wanted to bury our Nolly with a sheep hide. And I think that, that's something that interested me again, that meant more to me than any jewelry that we bestowed on her person. It's something I want to continue teaching others.
Hello, my name is Tyler Thomas. This is my father. I'm from Tultagai, or Twin Lakes, outside of Gallup. My clans are Anachnid, Kiani, and Yazhí. I was born and raised on a reservation my whole life, and then during high school, I had an opportunity to go to boarding school, and so I went to Flagstaff. So that was my first experience with the culture shock out there. I reflected on my experience and a lot of people I met with different backgrounds, different ethnicities, different cultures, and I really thought to myself, what do I offer to society? You know, what are my values? Through then, I really started to think about my self-identity as a Navajo. Especially being young. I'm 22 years old right now. I'm a college student right now. It's my third year. I mainly came just to to keep the tradition alive. Teach it to the future generations, to my nephew and nieces. The memories that I want to recreate, using the skill set was, to bond with people, because life is about people. That's what I'm learning about now. Working with people, you get to share experience, culture. It's a form of connecting with one another.
Next time when we go camping, me and him can use our sheep pines and use them as a blanket so we won't get cold anymore.
Fishing in the alleys.
Just seeing her strength is really inspiring, and it's been really great just laughing with you guys and sharing that medicine.
It was really special because on Friday was my grandpa's birthday and he would have been 72. And so just being here in the community, being around people, being outside in this beautiful community just makes me think that he would be proud of me.
I feel like the memories that I hold now with this camp, I want to carry it forward to more communities on tribal homelands, and bringing back these healing spaces and these gathering spaces where we can, share medicine and really continue to push to move forward.
It just even roots this work even deeper, and also just envisioning the ways that it ripples out, and just hearing how there's going to be people who are teaching their grandkids, and how the network is growing and living and breathing.
And meet too many people who see your dreams, and hold space for it. So I am very honored to come across all these amazing individuals.
Exactly my money we're wasting here. Oh, it's quite clear the ship that was sailing has steered clear of any safety near. You jumped with joy, but didn't like your fall. So when you got your points, you lost it all.